There are so many great TV shows to watch, some of the smartest ones fall under the radar. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 smartest shows no one's watching.
You can't fool a poet, Josh. Come here.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at shows that, in addition to being high quality, have been acclaimed for their intelligent themes, writing, and stories, but haven't quite received the attention they deserve.
Anyone who wants to live to see another Christmas needs to come with it safe. These bastards will kill kids as well. When this business is finished, we can go our separate ways.
Number 10. Peaky Blinders. Inspired by a real-life gang, Peaky Blinders follows the titular criminal group in Birmingham, England, after the end of the First World War.
The last 4 years, he's been clearing the IRA out of Belfast.
How do you know so bloody much?
Because I asked the coppers on our payroll.
While the crime drama genre has been dominated by The Sopranos and Boardwalk Empire in this hemisphere, it's worth taking a look at what they have on the other side of the pond. Each season follows the crime family through different historical events in early 20th century England, seamlessly blending historical fact with fiction.
The blood shed on Flanders fields. The sweat of your brows. Who reaps the rewards? Is it you?
No.
The series' vision of historical England boasts some of the most gorgeous and stylish cinematography in years, while Cillian Murphy gives the performance of his career as the notorious criminal Tommy Shelby.
John?
Michael. The Chief Constable of Birmingham has issued a warrant for your arrest.
Number 9. Happy Valley. Yet another relatively unknown British series, Happy Valley is nothing if not a misnomer.
I'm Catherine, by the way. I'm 47, I'm divorced, I live with my sister, who's a recovering heroin addict. I've 2 grown-up children, one dead, one who doesn't speak to me, and a grandson, so...
Catherine is a tough police officer whose career and personal life collide after finding out that her deceased daughter's rapist has been released from prison.
Tony, your eyes have been released. Did you know?
No.
She becomes embroiled in a dangerous kidnapping scheme while on her hunt for revenge as the two plots become intertwined.
So, we've had a couple of releases from prison in the area over the last few weeks. I'm just wondering if any of these names were familiar to you.
With only 6 episodes per season, the thriller unfolds at a rapid and taut pace, anchored by superb writing and a sensational lead performance by Sarah Lancashire. It's a wonder more people don't know about this incredibly suspenseful drama. Number 8. Youre the Worst. The anti-hero is an increasingly common trope in television, but few dare to make their protagonists quite as unlikable as this dark comedy.
Do you know, I'm glad this is a one-night thing so we can reveal all this awful shit about ourselves.
Totally.
Jimmy is a misanthropic, struggling writer who meets Gretchen, an equally cynical PR executive. Throughout the series, their unconventional romance unfolds in hilarious fashion, while never losing track of its more poignant dramatic moments.
What's going on with you?
Okay, so here's an interesting thing that you don't know about me. I am clinically depressed. It's been going on my whole life, so I'm actually really good at handling it.
The eccentric Lindsay and awkward Edgar round out one of the best TV ensembles on a current series, each with enough character quirks to fill out their own show. Unafraid to tackle darker themes like mental illness and career failure, it tells its stories with a wholly unique perspective, finding strength in its strong writing and performances.
You know, after I cleaned the fries off your face and put you to bed, you said something to me that was pretty dark.
Don't tell me.
Okay, I won't. I love you too.
Number 7. Mary Kills People.
I, Troy Dixon, choose to take my life. Peace.
If the title isn't enough to make you curious, let us convince you. Mary Harris is an emergency doctor who provides assisted suicide to terminally ill patients, illegally of course. The grim subject matter is juxtaposed with a darkly comic tone, but that's not to say that it doesn't treat the topic with care.
You know, sometimes I don't know if you're a compassionate doctor or a serial killer.
That's a woman who just smothered a guy with a pillow.
Though the premise is a heavy one, it deals with this moral quandary with mature and reassured deftness that raises it high above the pitfalls it could have fallen into.
We're supposed to be ending suffering, not creating it. Do no harm, remember?
Caroline Davernas gives an equally nuanced performance, crafting a fascinating character who isn't in it for the money, but for more complicated reasons.
Short answer, I believe we should be in control of our life and our death. That's liberty. And dying isn't a crime.
No, but helping people die makes you a criminal.
You think so?
Number 6, Trial and Error. It takes a deft comedic hand to make stupid humor feel fresh and ironically smart.
You are killing me! Why in the world are you getting so beat up about this?
Trial and Error blends mockumentary, murder mystery, slapstick, and surreal humor in a concoction that works surprisingly well.
Now flip over and big spoon.
Each season follows a murder case in the ridiculous town of East Peck, South Carolina, as lawyer Josh Siegel defends an inept client.
What's that? Who's there?
It's Josh. Where is everyone?
The first season recounts the case of Larry Henderson, played by the legendary John Lithgow, while Lavina Peck Foster, played by the always charming Kristen Chenoweth, is accused in the second season.
Here is my passport, proving that I left for Spain the day before Chet died.
The show's cast of eccentric characters, each of whom delivers a laugh a minute, help round out the silly true crime satire.
Then all evidence points to you as the murderer.
Then I'm the murderer. I'm not.
He's not.
Number 5, Search Party. The criminally underrated Aaliyah Shawkat finally gets a starring role in an equally underrated comic thriller.
She's gone missing.
What do you mean gone missing?
She's like a missing person. There's posters of her like all over the city.
Dory, what happened to her?
I mean, she's missing.
Well, where is she?
That's the question.
These genres seem like a strange combination, but the TBS original toes the line between them with a precise dexterity. Dory is a young woman who becomes embroiled in the disappearance of a college acquaintance, a mystery which balances twists and turns with genuine laughs.
And if something really bad happens, you'll stop?
I mean, of course. But nothing bad's gonna happen.
Her self-obsessed friends make it difficult to find fulfillment in her life, and we can all relate to her search for meaning as she looks for Chantal. It's truly exceptional in its tonal uniqueness, forging an identity unlike anything that's come before it.
It's them. It's them for sure.
Number 4, Channel Zero. We all know about creepypastas, creepy internet urban legends that can really get in your head if you think about them too much. Channel Zero took the opportunity to adapt them into terrifying miniseries in this horror anthology.
It is not me, Jessica. It's connected to that show. Now, whoever made that show.
Season 1 takes on the Candle Cove story of a mysterious TV channel, and Season 2 adapts the No End House about a bizarre and sinister house. The show really hits its stride, though, with its third season, Butcher's Block, about two sisters who move to a town plagued by strange rumors and disappearances.
Alice? I'm cured.
Each installment is better than the last, always finding new and horrific ways to tell stories while keeping them grounded in its characters.
Why are we being quiet?
It went away.
Katie, what were you watching?
Number 3, Killing Eve. Eve is an eccentric MI5 agent who, after being tasked with tracking sociopathic international assassin Villanelle, begins a game of cat and mouse as the two women become obsessed with one another.
Are you alright?
Bolstered by fantastic performances all around, particularly by Sandra Oh, the series places a female perspective on a male-dominated genre.
I was right about the fact
the most important thing, Eve, is that 4 people are dead and it's all your fault.
It also achieves the not-so-small feat of flirting with a handful of different genres, as well as subverting them at every turn.
You know Villanelle. Admit it.
With only one season under its belt, it's quickly become one of television's most compelling shows, and we can't wait to see what else it has to offer.
I have lost 2 jobs, a husband, and a best friend because of you.
Yeah.
But you got some really nice clothes out of it, so.
Number 2. Counterpart. J.K. Simmons can slip into any role he puts his mind to, and in Counterpart, he's up to the challenge of slipping into 2 roles at once.
Why do you punish yourself? Come on now. Even a game lost is a game well played.
He plays Howard, who works for a mysterious agency which he comes to understand is responsible for the creation of a parallel timeline that has diverged from ours dramatically over the past 30 years.
So where this building stands, where we are now, this is called the crossing.
But identical to ours. He looks exactly like me, but he is nothing like me.
So when this door opened, our paths began to branch off.
While Howard is a kind, meek man, his other is a cold-hearted spy, and Simmons is award-worthy in both roles. A conflict between the 2 realities sets the series down a complex and rewarding rabbit hole of a plot that mines its unique premise for everything it's worth.
Hi, Howard. Well, this is disappointing.
Number 1. Taboo. Taboo had long been a passion project of Tom Hardy before it finally saw the light of day, and the passion is plain to see.
They said you were dead.
I am. Such a shallow grave they dug for my father. Are you short of a couple of shillings?
Hardy plays James Delaney, who, though he was thought to be dead, returns from Africa after his father dies under mysterious circumstances. He's set to inherit his father's possessions, but many, including his half-sister and the East India Company, have other plans.
I'm going out.
Good. I'm tired of these empty threats you keep bandying around.
A stylish and captivating tale, the more we come to learn about James, the more we learn he's truly a character for the ages, one which Hardy both created and magnificently embodies.
If this body is used for any other purpose, I will find you and I will kill you. You tell every member of your profession. I know things about the dead.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.